I'm going to go through a way to try and work on loading the adductor and medial hamstring into a little bit more of a stretch. This is something I'm working on for some of my younger athletes, especially like gymnasts, ballet dancers that need to go into these deeper positions. So I can use something elevated. A flight of stairs works pretty well, but here I have a chair and I have this higher mat table. Now, as I set myself up here and I'll start on the chair, I want to get as much space between my feet as I can comfortably, so I'm working towards this split position. My leg that's on the chair, I'm going to turn my toe out to get a little bit more activity in my hamstring. I just want to make sure my knee and my toe are pointing the same direction. I'm going to very lightly dig my heel down into the chair, almost like I'm trying to pull my heel towards me. I'm going to dig that heel as I pull through my hamstring into this lateral lunge position, which is going to tense my medial hamstring and adductors a little bit, while I'm also lengthening the adductor of the leg that I'm standing on. As I do this, I'm trying to just make sure I'm not falling into this collapse in my lower back where my ribs pop forward. So I think about kind of sucking my butt underneath me and then digging down into this heel as I let my knee kind of pull me towards this side. And I feel a little bit of stretch in the groin / adductor group of the leg I'm standing on. This knee is pretty straight as I rock in and out of this. Now if I get any pinching in the top of the hip, especially as I go deeper into the position, I'm going to try and stop just short of the pinch. So let's say like right here I get a pinch, I'll get back out of it. Same thing applies here if I get any pinching or issues down here. And just so you can see me from behind, this toe is pretty much pointing straight ahead and is maybe just outside of my hip, and I'm really trying to get as much space between my feet as I can comfortably, still leaving some room to move. So if I start a little too wide, I may stop there and not have any more flexibility. I want to be close enough that I feel like I do have some room to bend my knee. Really making sure I pull this knee out to the side and keep my butt tucked underneath me as I pull into this lateral lunge, really digging through, like I said, medial hamstring and trying to keep this knee locked out pretty straight as I go in and out of this position. The higher up my foot is another way to challenge the distance between my feet, but I just have to watch that the higher up I go, more likely I am to get pinching in the front of this hip. So, if I can tolerate it, especially if I'm at the bottom of a flight of stairs, I can go up higher, right? I'm not going to be as far apart with my feet, but it's that same turn out, dig the heel as I use that leg to pull me across. Now that my leg's up higher, I just want to make sure it's not shifting me back this way. So I want to make sure I can still keep an upright position of my back as I pull through these areas. Slow and controlled, always trying to stay short of a pinch if I can. And if I can't, even if I just find a range here where I do an isometric, I'm really trying to get as much as I can in my lower inner thigh groin as muscle tension and not a pinch up here. So even if I start just pressing and holding for 5 seconds here or a lower surface to activate the muscle without the pinch on the top of the hip.